Zipline drones are said to save lives. Sounds incredible? Well, they are regularly used to deliver medicines in various countries. First, we'll take a look at the Zipline company as a whole, how it works, the delivery process, and the products involved. We'll then take a closer look at how they save lives, particularly in Africa. In reality, Zipline drones supply a large number of hospitals that are experiencing supply difficulties. Could this be a form of the Uber of healthcare? And the company isn't stopping there. Parcel and pizza delivery are also on the agenda for the coming years. What's more, Zipline intends to expand into the developed world. So, what does the future hold for these miracle drones? Before we go any further in this video, let's answer just one question. What is Zipline? It's very important to understand how this extraordinary company works. Zipline was founded by Keller Rinaldo, Keenan Weirbeck, and William Hetzler. Based in San Francisco, California, it develops, produces, and develops delivery drones. The company's focus is on the delivery of medical products via the world's fastest and most reliable autonomous aircraft delivery service. The Zipline adventure began in Rwanda, Africa. It is now expanding across the globe. Hundreds of thousands of blood bags and vital medical supplies are already being delivered to hospitals and healthcare facilities across the country. How do Zipline drones work? How do they manage to make such large deliveries? Although Zipline drones are manufactured in California, for some time now, their batteries have been assembled in Rwanda. They communicate via 4G SIM cards. They are also equipped with GPS, enabling the company to monitor their movements. Last but not least, they have a backup motor in case of failure of the main motor. It is important to specify that the quality of connectivity between the drones is paramount, to avoid collusion, for example. Flight conditions are constantly analyzed using sensors. In the event of a major malfunction, a parachute enables Zipline drones to land safely. The parachute can then be recovered. Data transfer and battery recharging takes place simultaneously in less than 30 minutes. 2 teams operate the control centers 24/7. On average, 150 flights a day are scheduled. These areas are equipped with generators. In the event of a power failure, it is vital that the cold chain is never broken. Medical supplies are no laughing matter. Many products travel through the air with Zipline. The company delivers blood bags and other medical supplies to numerous hospitals and health centers. The vast majority of deliveries are red blood cells, plasma, and platelets. Vaccines, antivenom, insulin, and antibiotics are also in high demand. Today, Zipline's impact around the globe is considerable. But how does it work so well? Health centers can place orders with Zipline via WhatsApp, email, or telephone. Once the delivery request has been received, it takes less than 6 minutes for the company's teams to prepare the drone and get it airborne. Orders are recorded on the company's IT system as well as on an online digital platform. The latter records orders, stock levels, and the various products in transit. Once an order has been placed, it is displayed on a large screen in the laboratory. If stock is available, the order is validated by the operator. This triggers the allocation of a reference ID and a QR code, linking the order to the health center. A flight plan matching the drone and weather conditions is then drawn up. The drone routes are then reloaded into the drone's internal system. Before activation, the operator must select the drone he wishes to use. Now that you understand a little more about how Zipline works, it's time to talk about what it does. As you know, the Zipline Project could save many lives and revolutionize the healthcare system. As we mentioned at the start of this video, it all begins in Rwanda. For those of you who have a little trouble locating this country, it is particularly landlocked and located in East Africa. In less than 30 minutes, and in partnership with the local government, the company delivers blood bags and medicines throughout the region. For a country as tiny as Rwanda, a health contribution of this kind is phenomenal. All the more so as the topography is difficult to access for any land convoys. Hospitals are scattered and roads are dangerous. What's more, when it comes to healthcare, time is invaluable. So it's safe to say that Africa is the springboard for Zipline delivery drones. Right from the start, this humanitarian project was a dazzling success. In its first year, Zipline delivered blood bags to some 20 Rwandan hospitals for around $200,000. Very quickly, the service was extended to almost all Rwandan health centers. More and more products, such as vaccines and anti-malaria drugs, were transported. Today, 75% of blood deliveries outside the capital are handled by this startup. This has led to a marked improvement in healthcare structures. Despite significant growth, Rwanda remains the company's biggest customer. A few months ago, a new $61 million agreement was even signed. The plan is to extend drone delivery to all government bodies, e-commerce, and tourism sector. The objective is simple: to operate 2 million instant deliveries in Rwanda by 2029. New control platforms will also be deployed. So why are we talking about a springboard? It's all about money. 40% of the Rwandan population lives below the poverty line. Hospitals in these underdeveloped countries are extremely needy. That's where Zipline comes in. Thanks to this compelling need, the startup was able to quickly gain a foothold and grow significantly. Isolated communities now depend on this kind of service. Let's take a look at the delivery of a wide variety of medicine. To begin with, it's important to emphasize that Zipline drone flights have always been set up in emergency situations, when lives are at stake. Doctors can therefore count on almost immediate logistical support. Using these drones to deliver essential medicines compensates for the crying lack of infrastructure. It's very simple. All the medicines that health centers need can be delivered in no time. The Zipline platform operates 365 days a year, whatever the weather. As we speak, the drones have already flown over 60 million kilometers of commercial flights, serving more than 3,000 medical facilities. You'll see in the rest of this video that Zipline doesn't intend to stop there. Could this company be considered the new Uber of healthcare? It was the COVID-19 pandemic that kickstarted Zipline's business. In confined Rwanda, the company is delivering treatment to cancer patients. In Ghana, it is starting to deliver coronavirus vaccines in partnership with Pfizer-BioNTech. In this way, Zipline is building a reputation as the Uber of healthcare, more than capable of saving lives. Nevertheless, some doubts remain. Wouldn't it be more obvious to invest in building roads? Is this really the way forward for the people of Africa? However, Zipline has no truck with critics, and has no intention of stopping there. Indeed, drones are increasingly being used for parcel deliveries. They are far less costly and polluting than conventional means of transit. Zipline has therefore jumped at the chance to present a brand new delivery device. It should make it possible to deliver to much more densely populated cities, and thus reach more markets. Thanks to this P2 drone, the Californian company hopes to deliver very quietly and precisely. It estimates that it will be able to carry out more flights per year than most airlines. Pizza delivery is also on Zipline's radar. Seattle pizza Iolo Pagliacci Pizza has partnered with the startup to develop drone-delivered pizzas. From 2024, the idea is to save up time on deliveries, while still enjoying hot pizzas. Delivery times could be up to 7 times longer than with a conventional vehicle. What's more, during transport, the P2 drone emits only 3% of the carbon that a delivery vehicle would produce, enough to please the many ecologists who care about the environment. What's more, Zipline continues to expand in many countries around the world. Between the USA and India, Japan is a prime candidate for this outsized project. Drones are now flying around southwestern Japan, delivering to pharmacies and hospitals in need. 3 major Japanese pharmaceutical distributors have already agreed to be partners. So, what's next for the Zipline program? Once we've better understood how the Californian startup Zipline works and the different processes involved, we're in a much better position to understand the way it saves lives. Zipline delivers blood bags and supplies hospitals in many African countries. It also operates in the parcel delivery market, notably in the United States. What's more, these services are expanding across the globe. Japan and India are among the countries concerned. What does the long-term future hold for these high-performance drones?